Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the Davies card to review today. So, with this card, guys, we're taking a look at someone who is 2-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot, left-footed, 6'1", while being a low attacking work rates with medium defensive work rates, and a high and average plus body type. This work rate I genuinely don't mind. It's just super defensive oriented. Like, he's just going to be very positional, which I'm not completely opposed by. Like, the medium work rates being there is at least decent. I wish it was a high, but a medium should be okay. Because a medium will work with the high defensive work rate if you line them up nicely with somebody else, right? So with this card, he actually looks pretty sick. I'm not going to lie. Here's the problem with him, right? And it's not a problem because in this year's game, it's a little bit different. But obviously, if you use some pressure tactics and someone does a lob pass over you for certain situations, then obviously a person will outpace you because of the fact that his acceleration and sprint speed is at an 87, 88. But here's the thing, man, okay? That's honestly the only thing that looks low for this card, because as a defender, guys, he looks really freaking good. Because yes, the pace is low, but his dribbling stats is all in the green, all of it, okay? Especially with 87 composure, with 86 for reactions. Those two together is sick with the rest of the dribbling stats, okay? Very, very good. It's just the pace. If the pace on this card, honestly, was like 92 acceleration with 91 sprint speed or 92 sprint speed, honestly, this would be a really, really sick center back card, okay? But it's just going to be some situations where the pace may annoy you from time to time, okay? But with the pace stats of the way that it is, you know, shooting stats doesn't really have any. It's not really going to be that type of card, obviously. Base card stats for passing is pretty good for a center back. 84 for short passing, long passing at an 81, while working with 87 composure on the ball is decent, but you kind of have to dribble a certain way with him, obviously, because he is a defender that is 6'1" with a high and average plus body type, but that's most of the defenders in the game. With him being left-footed, guys, for me personally, it's a card that you mainly want to use in that left center back position because it's more from the, I would say it's more from the types of shots that you see mostly in this game. Like if someone gets past your left center back, they're going to go strong from the strong side mostly, unless it's a finesse shot. But the finesse shot is not necessarily like a meta way of playing anymore. Some players can still hit them, especially if they green them, right? But it's mostly shots across goals. So the fact that he's left-footed to stick out that left foot is going to be super ideal in my opinion, right? But it's mostly from build up as well, right? Like if you're using the ball with your center backs, you want to be able to kind of like turn and then just pass it to the other side, right? And if you pass it with your right foot on the left side, they go on the inside pass, right? So that's just one variable that can screw with you from time to time, right? So it's just something to take into consideration when using a card like this in your team, right? But yeah, Shadow Chemistry style, guys, the card looks really nice because heading accuracy at an 88 definitely sucks. I'm not going to say that it doesn't, okay? But look at his defending stats, man, while being tall, okay? He's 93 for interceptions, 95 for sliding tackles, 98 for sliding tackles, defensive awareness at a 96 with medium defensive work rates, right? It looks nice. And then he even has 91 for strength with decent aggression as well. The aggression stat is very, very helpful. Imagine if this card, yeah, had crazy pace and you could just give him an anchor. And then you could boost his physical as much as possible. That'd be crazy. But on a Shadow Chemistry style, it should be fine to work with. So we'll see how he performs in game. Hopefully he's a beast. The way that we are going to be lined up with him in the team is going to be mainly in a 4-4-2 setup on pressure on heavy touch. So you can kind of force him in uncomfortable situations to see if he actually, you know, defends well enough for me. So yeah, we'll see how he performs in game. Hopefully he is a beast. Let's go, my G. Oh, Davies. I honestly think I thought he wasn't going to have the pace for that, but oh. Boy, Davies got it. Don't worry. He's got it, my boy. Come on, Davies. Yeah, my boy. it was so like emphasized, but like I still appreciate that he gets it. Oh, Davies. Davis. Hey. Davis. Hey. Come on, my boy. We don't do that over here, yeah? Yeah, yeah. A little bit of compensation, huh? Oh, against the glitch. Don't worry, bro. Davies got this.
Well, how good was that? It's such a difficult piece of skill, which he made look so easy. That deserved a goal.
Well, brilliant work to keep that one in play.
What is these like random touches? Like it makes you feel like your controller's broken, you know? But like, appreciate Davies, bro. I appreciate him.
Read it well.
I'll take it. Davies has like this like sluggishness to him, but like he's still defending well, you know? Oh, I thought he wasn't gonna get that. I was like, my guy, come on. Please! No! That would have been brilliant.
Really good reading of the game to win possession back.
Nice.
Really good interception.
Oh, you... We're good, we're good, we're good.
Nkunku. Well read.
Oh, Davies.
Nkunku.
Davies! Oh, I love you, bro. You emphasize, but you do the defensive stuff that you need to do, and I love it.
No stopping him.
Oh, I thought I scored that on a white time. I was like, excuse me? Those are weird sometimes. It should definitely be a foul, but it should also be like an easy tackle on my part.
Cusp of half-time and not a first half that will live long in the memory for the visitors. Stuart, how about your take?
Oh, Davies again. Okay, guys, so final verdict on the Davies card. So in regards to how he performs in game, guys, the Shadow Chemistry style is definitely going to make the most sense because of the crazy pace boost you give him with a +10/+10, as well as the defensive boost. So there's two main things that you notice with this card in game. The first initial thing is obviously the pace, right? So obviously with 87 acceleration, 88 for sprint speed, for certain opportunities, you will notice it, right? But because pace is kind of formatted a little bit differently this year, especially if you're using balanced instructions, it's not necessarily a big deal. Like a player like Sergio Ramos can actually defend in the game this year, right? Depending on the tactics that you're using. Like in our case, we're using pressure tactics. Pressure tactics with a card like this is not super ideal because if you do it, it could be caught out of position from time to time, right? But here's the thing, man. Sometimes when he was caught out of position, because of his physical presence, he actually did a really good job. Now, the other thing that I noticed is that he kind of has this like heavy feel to him, right? But I don't care about the heavy feel because his defensive animations actually come off really good, to be honest. I think that defensively, the card's actually really solid. And I really do think it's because of the Shadow Chemistry style for this card, boosting the standing tackles and the sliding tackles to a 95, 98 while boosting the interceptions. Like on the Shadow Chemistry style, you're actually looking at a pretty solid center back card to use in your team, right? The dribbling stats being really high, it compensates so well for the high and average plus body type. Now, I'm going to say this one thing, okay? If you have dribbling stats like this, especially with reactions and composure like that on an average body type player, that would be absolutely insane to work with. But like I said earlier, the dribbling stats on this card and the way that it works with this 6'1" height, high and average plus body type, it actually works really, really well. If we're going to look into the depths of this card, like I said, the only thing that you're going to notice is the pace from using pressure tactics and, you know, him kind of pushing up the pitch, then like, you know, you're kind of screwed in the back. But here's the thing, man, even though I was using pressure tactics, this guy is not super aggressive to push forward. Why? Because he's working with a low medium work rate. Okay, so it's very different than what you would normally see. Like he's very conservative. He's like, hey man, I'm just here to defend, you know? So that's the type of card that he is. So honestly, he's actually pretty solid. I enjoyed using him for what he was, but obviously the pace is going to be low. With a card like this, it's a cool card to get again because of the links you could work with, man. Obviously with him being English, there's so many things you can do with that, right? For the meta of the game, like I said, guys, the pace will be low from time to time, right? But let's take a look at some things that you can work with a card like this, right? So Laurent, right? By itself, you play in like a, I guess like in a 4-3-3 false 9, and you have him lined up in the middle area. Boom, you get an easy green link like that. This low card or Lao card, This card right here, boom, easy green link setup as well in that area. You got a center back over here as well if you want to unlock that for your teams. It's really up to you, right? For me, I'm going to unlock the Pedro Teixeira card because of the Portuguese things, right? But that's something that you can do, right? That could be one of the gameplay objective cards that you get because this card has 83 pace, right? So on a Shadow Chemistry style, this guy could be a fun card to link with, you know, with the I already forget his name because these guys are all new. I forget his name, the Davies card, right? So like I said, the card is actually really sick. I think the links you can work with in your team is sick. The only thing that lacks on this card is pace, mostly, and the sluggish feel you do feel from time to time. But the sluggish feel you don't mind so much because, again, defensive animations actually come off really nicely. Like, he wasn't a bad card to use at all. So, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this video today. I'll see you guys for the next one. Peace out, dudes. We should have 2 more reviews today, I think. 2 or 3, I think.